Instead, you'll be classified as a Negro or mixed Indian. You're not pure blood anymore. This one's called Documentary Genocide: Families, Surnames on Racial Hit List by Peter Hardin. This is a Times dispatch from the Washington Correspondent from March 5, 2000. All right. So, long before the Indian woman gave birth to a baby boy, Virginia branded him with a race other than his own. The young Monacan Indian mother delivered her son at Lynchburg General Hospital in 1971, proud of her Indian heritage. The woman was dismayed when hospital officials designated him as black on his birth certificate. Alright, so her son was an Indian. She is an Indian. And what do? They still put black on his birth certificate. Alright, black has no legal, weight. It means nothing. It's a crayon color. Why would they label somebody who is known Indian black? They threatened to bar his discharge unless she acquiesced. The original orders came from Richmond generations ago. Virginia's former longtime registrar of the Bureau of Vital Statistics, Dr. Walter Ashby Plecker. All right, so we got him, his story, who he was and what he did. Right, telling that they couldn't be called Indians anymore. They had to be labeled Negroes, colored, or white. All right. He believed there were no real native-born Indians in Virginia, and anybody claiming to be Indian had a mix of black blood. So anybody Indian? So why are all the Indians? Do they all look colored there? Is that why he's saying they must be black? So he's letting you know that that almost everybody there is colored. All the Indians in Virginia are colored. So they must be black. They have to have some black blood. What do you mean? What does that mean, black blood? What does that mean? An aggressive policing the color line, he classified pseudo-Indians as black, even issued in 1943 a hit list of surnames belonging to mongrel or mixed blood families suspected of having Negro ancestry who must not be allowed to pass as an Indian or white. With hateful language, he denounced their tactics. Says here, quotes, like rats when you are not watching, they have been sneaking in their birth certificates through their own midwives, given either Indian or white racial classification, Plecker wrote. 28 years later, the Monacan mother's surname still was on Plecker's list. She argued forcefully with hospital officials. She lost. So because he was on Plecker's list, her surname, and he had demanded, if you remember, we read the Racial Integrity Act, he demanded all hospitals, all doctors to make sure to not classify these people as Indian, right, when they were first starting. And the people he was doing the census on, they were volunteers. They were volunteering to put themselves as black or Negro. But he made sure that newborns or new people would automatically be classified that, so they wouldn't have the choice. This is what's going on in this case. All right. Today, the woman's eyes reveal her lingering pain. She consulted with civil rights lawyers and eventually won a correction on her son's birth certificate. All right, it got corrected. He ain't black. He's not black. What do you mean black power? He's not black. Just because he's of dark complexion, he's a Monacan Indian. What the mother is, right? Isn't that their own law? I don't think the prejudice will ever stop, said the woman, who agreed to talk to a reporter only on a condition of anonymity. She waged a personal battle in modern times against the bitter legacy of Plecker, who ran the bureau from 19